What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the GRAIL'ED podcast vlog, installment number 2. So, woke up this morning, went to work, got there. My supervisor told me I was next in line to get the day off today, so I figure why not? Perfect chance to come home, get some yard work, everything done. Let the dogs run outside a little bit. It's a beautiful day outside, by the way. If you haven't gotten outside today, please get outside, do something, because it's too nice to be sitting in the house right now. I definitely got my fresh air today. I got out, got some yard work done. Like I said, let my dogs out, let them run around, enjoy the weather a little bit. Then I figured, why not? Let's come back inside, dive into another episode of this. Let's keep pumping this content out for you guys as much as I can. So, let's jump right into it though. So for this next episode, I really just want to, I kind of want to talk about a little bit about the sports coming up, right? So NFL season, everybody's pumped and excited, man. It's finally here. About 9 more days is when we finally kick off, Sunday, September 13th. Whole slate of games coming out. So everybody's excited, and let's jump into a little bit of analysis. I'm a huge Bears fan. Everybody knows that. So really today, let's talk about the NFC North, man. NFC North, long talked about being one of the best divisions in football. You got to think of the quarterbacks. We got Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, he jumps off the page. He's going to go down as one of the greats. I'm not a huge Packers fan. Hate the Packers, but definitely give the respect where it's due. They got a solid team over there. I can't lie to you. Devontae Adams, on that offense. Aaron Jones, just out of nowhere running back. He burst onto the scene last year. Guy's real solid. North-south runner, very good hands out of the backfield. Outside of that, I'm trying to think really of the defense they got. It's probably a lot better than people think it is. Obviously, you got Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, the Smith brothers. Everybody talks about them. They were great signings for this team last year. I can't even sit here and lie to you. Then you got to look in the secondary. You got guys like Josh Jackson. He's decent. He's a pretty good DB. Obviously, Jair Alexander, the guy is locked down. He's probably their best defender on that side of the football. You got to think of guys like Kevin King. He's kind of iffy here and there, pretty decent ball player, but that team, man, that's the team to beat. The team to beat in the NFC North is the Packers, obviously. Long successful program right there. Can't even sit here and downplay it. They make the playoffs. They usually win the division every year, but they got the competition there with the Vikings. Vikings is obviously another good football team. Very good defense. Can't sleep on that defense. But as long as Kirk Cousins is their quarterback, man, I just don't know. And then they lose a guy like Stephon Diggs. He goes to the Buffalo Bills, gets traded there. He was one of their most dynamic players on that offense. Obviously, they still have Adam Thielen. He's one of those other out of this world ball players. He started off as a practice squad player. So that goes to tell you, there's talent all over this league. It's just all about unearthing it and finding it. Mike Zimmer and those guys over there, they did a great job of, assembling a team that's really, they've kind of been, they've kind of withstood all the things they've been going through with, turnover and guys getting traded, guys, getting cut, guys getting older. They lost Linval Joseph, Everson Griffin. Those were 2 big keys to their team. They lost those this offseason as well on the defensive side of the ball. Harrison Smith's still there. He's still a beast. Can't take nothing away from him. Notre Dame guy right there. Shout out Notre Dame, even though I'm not a Notre Dame, but shout out Notre Dame. Then you got to think they got guys like Anthony Harris, great safety. He's gonna put his numbers up this year still. they I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Obviously my Bears, it's iffy with this team. We start off, really good. Last year we go back, started off the season very well. We came out the gate swinging. We get to that Raiders game and we lose a guy like Akeem Hicks. I feel like that really sucked the wind right out of that football team. Khalil Mack had a down year with Hicks going down. It was hard for him to kind of get his feet underneath him. He's getting double and triple teamed every other play. It's no excuse, but it makes things 10 times as tough. And for his standards, having 8.5 sacks, that's a down year. We paid the guy league breaking money, so he's got to be able to step it up, which I know he will. He's been working harder than ever. He's got his little brother on the team now with Darius Mack. They're training together, and I know they're pushing each other. They expect better out of each other. Obviously with Ladarius, he still has a lot more to prove. He's got to make the team first before we can even put him in the conversation of being any type of help to the team. Cut weekend coming up, so we'll find out if he makes a squad or not. But offensive side of the ball, Mr. Trubisky, man, and Nick Foles, this competition. We're supposed to get an answer on when the competition is supposed to be final. Who's going to be the starter against Detroit come Sunday? Obviously, Mitch is going to have a fast track to being the starter just because he's there. He knows the ropes. He's got the playbook, underneath him. He knows it all. Nick Foles coming in, he's comfortable with the system. He ran similar system when he played with the Eagles and when he played with Kansas City, and so he knows, it's a West Coast offense, so he's comfortable with it. But looking at the training camp battle, though, just Foles not being able to separate himself from Trubisky really tells you that it could be a quarterback conundrum, man, for the whole year, and that could be the storyline, that's not something that we need right now because we're trying to get back to the playoffs and prove that we belong. Our window is open now, so we don't got no time to waste. We bring in guys, and we just really got to start performing. There can't be any more excuses. I love my Bears, but we always seem to try to find something here and there to try to make people realize that, yeah, we're a good football team. But is that season a couple years ago when we make it to the wild card, was it a fluke? I mean, we really don't know right now. Me personally, I don't think it was a fluke because the talent is still there. We lost a lot of close games last year. Could have went either way, and it seems like every bad break we could have caught, we caught it. So, the injuries really hurt us last year, but I really do feel like this year we got a good shot at, kind of rebuilding that defense up a little bit. We lost a couple key guys, Prince Amukamara. He wasn't the greatest player. Consistent though. That was one thing with him, consistency. He had a down year too, but full body of work. He stabilized the position. He was serviceable. So losing a guy like him and drafting a guy like Jalen Johnson in the second round, we want to see what he's about. But he's been battling these shoulder issues since he's been coming out of college. So we really don't know if he's going to be the starter day one or not. So losing that and kind of just trying to figure it out on the fly. It's not something you're real comfortable with, but we'll roll with the punches. We got a really good coordinator in Chuck Pagano. He's a defensive back whisperer, so I know he's going to get it right back there. Obviously, you still got guys like Bojack, Eddie Jackson, man, number 39. The guy is a terror. So he's moving back to his natural position of free safety, so he's going to ball out and do his thing this year. We bring in Tashawn Gibson, scrappy veteran. He's been in the league long time. He's a playmaker. So pulling him on the defense it's definitely going to help us out in a big way. I'm excited, to see what he can do, what he brings to the table. Then we bring in Robert Quinn, big splash signing for us this offseason. So he came from Dallas. He put up numbers last year. Hopefully he can come over and translate the same for us. Free up some things for Khalil and Akeem. Bringing guys in, back. We got guys back this year. Danny Trevathan, he missed some time last year. Roquan Smith, he missed some time last year. So we're getting a lot of key guys back, man. That defense we had a couple seasons ago was locked down. Best in the league in my eyes. We're returning a lot of those guys, so we're going to get the production that we're used to seeing. So hopefully we just put it together on offense. Those guys got to step up to the plate and take some of that pressure off the defense. We can't have guys on the field all day long and expect them just to play at a high level the entire time. It's just not going to happen. Everybody's got to carry their weight, pick up their end of the bargain. That's what championship teams do. So, we're just hoping and praying that we can put it all together this year, because God knows the fans deserve it. Bears fans, some of the most loyal fans in football. So we're just really ready to see a complete product put out there. No more excuses. I'm not even really going to speak on the Lions. I don't think that they're built yet to withstand a full season of, just playing to a high level. I mean, they got good guys, obviously. Kenny Galladay, their wide receiver, he's their top target. The guy is undeniably good. Matt Stafford, you can't trust him staying healthy. The guy is really good when he is healthy. When he's on, he's on. He's on fire. One of the best quarterbacks in the league when he's healthy and he's playing at a high level. But as far as the head coaching there, Matt Patricia, I just don't think he came from that Bill Belichick tree, but I don't think he's well equipped to run a football team on his own. I feel like he's kind of got an ego. Not sure if the guys really like him a whole lot. That obviously led to Darius Slay getting traded away, so kind of tells you what kind of organization they kind of got running there. All respect to them, though. I hope they compete this year. I would love to see more of a competitive balance within the division, just making guys better. So yeah, that's just that's the review I got. As far as predictions go, like I said, I'm not biased. I do think though Chicago, with the talent we got, we're not far off. I'm gonna go ahead and say with the schedule we got one of the easier schedules in the league this year. I'm predicting a 10-6 record. Could be better depending on quarterback play. That's all it's going to depend on. And hopefully David Montgomery comes off his groin injury. He comes back strong and healthy. But we know that those groin injuries, that's a tricky injury. So hopefully he rebounds. And we can get the ball rolling with that. But 10-6, that's what I'm predicting. Hopefully it's enough to win the division. But if not winning the division, it's definitely going to be a wild card berth. I still think that the Vikings, them losing as much as they did, I don't see them winning more than 10 games. I'm going to go ahead and say 10 is their ceiling. But their floor, with them being still talented and competitive, I see them probably finishing at maybe 10-6 or 9-7 tops. Might be an unpopular opinion, but that's just in my eyes. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I study a lot of football, and with them losing as much talent as they have, they've been playing kind of subpar. Don't think that they're going to really make too much noise this year. The Lions, they're going to finish at the bottom of the division. 4 wins tops for them, but I really see maybe like a 3-13 or a 2-14 record there, to be honest with you. But if Matt Stafford can stay healthy this year and he can stay on the field and they can compete, maybe 5 wins tops. The Packers, obviously the X factor in the division every year. Thorn in everybody's side. As long as you got Aaron Rodgers on the squad, you're going to compete. He's not going down without a fight, even though they drafted Jordan Love, number one their number one pick. He's got something to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You know, Bears fan on the mic here, on the camera, on the broadcast. We're gonna go ahead and say yes. They're probably gonna win the division. 11 wins. I think they go 11-5. Do I think that they go far though? I don't really think so, because with them not drafting or picking up, you know, another weapon for Rodgers, Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, I just don't think that's enough on the offensive side of the ball. So 11 wins, but if, you know, once they get into the playoffs, I think they're a one and done. And if they're not a one and done, they're definitely not making it past they're not going to make it past the divisional round. So that's all I got for today's episode. Wish I could talk about more, but I kind of want to keep the episodes a little short. I don't want to jump from topic to topic. So yeah, we're just going to go with that analysis today with the sports. Let me know though. Let me know in the comments down below, or you know, tweet me, whatever you guys want to do, comment, whatever. Let me know what you guys want to see next. You know, do we want to talk about sneakers? You know, I would love to dive into that. Obviously with the sports still, you know, we got basketball full swing in the playoffs. That's getting down to the wire. Baseball is a big topic too. We can definitely talk about that. But I really want to know what you guys want to see. You know, I don't want to ramble. So let me know what you guys want to see next, and we'll definitely, you know, get it in the works for another episode. But thanks everybody for tuning in today. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and enjoy the rest of my off day. I hope you guys do the same, man. But like I said, let me know what you guys want to see next, and we'll get to work on it. Peace. Like, share, follow, and subscribe to all my social media handles down below. Follow the movement. We're going to be bringing you new and improved content every week. Boogie out.